Okay, there we get something. Yep, and I can hear my voice. Okay, looking good. I just don't think your mic is coming through. Okay, I think it's just low, but it's coming through.
Testing, testing. Awesome. Now, just let me know if you get the music as a double echo or anything. Excellent.
Everything is a bit low, but it's good.
Well, better off starting that way than...
Yeah, it's the other way around.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, I've turned the Yeti up now. And I've left Sufferfest in the background, I think. Well, here we go for the Tour of Sufferlandria, second half of stage 1. Tomorrow for you, Jerry. Yeah, I mean, I've already decided that I need to do this today and wait until Monday for 9 hammers. Right, now I need to work out how to copy this to a couple of places. I can't thank you enough, Sherry. That made such a difference. Oh, totally. Good plan. No, it's a comedy. So on Swift, I have to get my element out, the bike computer, and set the resistance to 40%, and get the bike computer to control the resistance of the trainer. Put it up to 40% so that I can take part in the races. Otherwise my maximum power on this bike is about 240 watts in its highest gear at 100 RPM. Correct. I mean, it's 28 at the front. But this bike gets used for cross-country racing. But typically that's either going up or going down. There's not much flat going on. So I don't need all out speed. It's not what I have the bike for. Yeah, I mean that's kind of what goes on here. I use this effectively as my gravel bike. Just lock out the rear suspension when I don't want it.
Oh, okay.
So,
I have a mountain bike.
I've never.
I feel like I'm
When you go.
carrying a lot of extra weight with shocks and everything.
Well, you are, but it's a balance, right? So I've got a hardtail, which
Yep, me too.
Jason was all about, because I was using the ODZ and Endurance Lab stuff for a couple of years, and that was all about getting me through a 24-hour January mountain bike race in Scotland. And but people are going. And then I use that for just general messing about in Scotland, or what you would call gravel. And people go, you must lose so much effort using your mountain bike going out with us on our gravel bikes. And then one of them will pick it up and probably say something like, holy cow, Batman. Because a hardtail with forks that lock out, I'm not giving up any weight. I mean, I am. If somebody's got some sort of 10 grand gravel bike, then yes.
Yep.
But this is a carbon hardtail, and
Oh, okay.
second-hand frame, and it's no heavier. Yes, there's a bit of,
Okay.
you're giving up something having a front fork, but as soon as you get to anything rough on the gravel, I just unlock the front fork, and
Oh, yeah.
then I don't see anybody for 20 minutes behind me.
Huh. Okay.
So
Good thought.
all you need is a super slick on the back and something not very knobbly on the front and a hardtail, and it's the best gravel bike ever. It's the best gravel bike ever.
Okay. I'll do. I've got the mountain bike. I just don't use it that often. But there's a lot of gravel slides around here. So just change tires and see how that goes.
That's exactly what I did.
What handlebar do you have on? It's just normal straight.
Yeah, normal. It's only 680, which is quite wide compared to drop bars, but it's more comfortable position for long distances.
How's my friend Sam doing this morning? Oh, you need to. You can go full screen with Sufferfest, and that'll go over your taskbar at the bottom.
Yeah, I've messed up the. Oh, there we go. I'm just going to sort this out. I don't want to know what my heart rate is. Ride to cadence. There we go.
There we go, that looks good. Are you only have cadence there?
Yep.
Sufferfest is different, Sam.
It's the days. From a training point of view, and the guys know that my opinion on this is there's a lot in Sufferfest.
Yeah.
You know, they went to the trouble early doors of making your workouts very variable. So it's much harder to do that in Swift unless somebody spends hours and hours creating constant changes in cadence and power. Oh, I need to put a fan on.
Yeah, I like more simple workout. I don't need to go up and down,
Yeah, I get that.
The one thing and that's just because I got so used to other programs, is there's no warm up where you can just ride a bit for half an hour before you start your workout.
Alright,
And
okay.
I can always pick an easy one and do an easy one, and then I go into my workout.
Yeah, so
It's just a way of thinking.
yeah. So before any VO2 workout on Sufferfest, I do GCN Ready Steady Go, which is 22 minutes,
Yes.
and I wait 5 minutes and then I go. So two things going on there. One, I get a bit of extra exercise, but there's no way I can do no way I can do 9 hammers at my age if I don't get a proper warm up.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
So the master plan is I do that 20 minutes, and if I can't get the 20 minutes in, I'd maybe do the middle 10 minutes of it.
Yes.
And if I can't get a warm up in, I don't do it. Simple as that. I do it another day.
Okay. I'll need to just find a way that works for me.
Oh, totally.
Because it's different, and I need to find the right way to do things.
Alright. To find that link to share now.
Yep, Sam, we used to go outside in the cold week. Not me, though. I've been an indoor trainer for the longest time, even when I was amateur racing. I did 90% of my training indoors. I would just go on the road when there's races. Or events. With closed roads. Facebook has changed something, so it's more difficult to share to multiple groups.
Yeah. God, trying to get a hold of the share link's a bit of a pest. There we go.
So that was a nice rabbit hole getting down talking about mountain bikes.
I like mountain bikes.
I might even be in some tires and see how that goes.
Right. I'm about to put a link to this on Sufferlandria.
Are you going to do that whole lot of stuff around here next week as well?
Oh yeah. Right, now to find work in progress here. Testing my own link here.
These guys are crazy going on the cobbles like that.
That's just mental, isn't it?
Wow.
Yeah, link is working. Right. I'm not doing anything with Messenger and all that kind of stuff. That's probably because I'm too tired. And I can't even find it now. Oh, I was just going to try and respond to some of the chat stuff, but you get halfway through these intervals and I'm too tired.
Yep.
I'm needing to hang on to my handlebars.
Well, that's why we've got the mic. Chat. Just talk to them. Sam is a regular. He's usually up when I'm riding. Sam has gone from no cycling to taking care of him whenever he's out on the bike. must say, I do like the 2-camera setup.
You don't?
No, I do.
Uh,
Make it nice.
Look.
A different feel.
yeah, it's a bit more real life. Especially when you see how much I'm struggling. It's a bit unfortunate.
That's my other worry.
It's a bit unfortunate that one of them is just a bit too close up. In fact, I haven't checked it because I knocked it earlier on. Quite a lag. It looks like I'm kind of leaning sideways.
I don't think it's bad.
Actually, that's not. That's all right.
Yes, it looks good. Gives me ideas to do something different.
Yeah, that's all right.
Sam has a long backstory.
Well worn.
Oh, that's dusty. There we go. I don't have one of those.
Oh, I've got 10 of them.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, okay, maybe about 5. I just made sure that Jason had a batch of them a couple of years ago when I was across. Gordon Bennett, and there's 3 intervals like this.
Yes, that's the other thing that I'm missing is when you select the workout, is you can't really see what power numbers you're gonna need.
Ah, well, there's a tip for that. So,
Okay, tell me.
do you use just iOS at all? Apple.
No.
Okay, if you're just using your desktop, then whatever you use, I just happened to be sitting on my couch doing it the night before. You just open the workout and press start.
Yes.
Just press start and then just drag the pause it and drag the line across and have a look at what the power numbers are.
Oh, okay.
So if you run 9 hammers tomorrow or the day after, you can be sitting tonight and you just press play, drag the line across. Too tired to think straight, whatever that line is. There's a marker you can drag across and you can just see what kind of power you're going to be on for future workouts.
Okay.
That makes sense?
Yep. Does.
And the same for
I was
cadence.
picking a workout. Yeah. I was picking a workout yesterday for Andy and myself. And I was looking at the intensity factor and the amount of TSS and trying to judge how fun it's going to be. But it was a bit harder than I expected.
Yeah, that I can imagine.
So I didn't even check what other ODZ teams are streaming today.
Yeah, well, if anybody needs this, they can, of course,
Yeah.
bump me off or what.
We usually move around.
Kind of thinking that there might be somebody on the East Coast thinking about it in the next half an hour or an hour?
I think I'm the only one on the East Coast. And I'm not streaming, what do I say? Good morning, Nick. Hey Nick, I thought you were time to on specialist. Sorry, Nick.
Oh, I need to eat. And for when Jason watches this later on, I remember ODZ camp 2 years ago.
Yeah, if I wanted to go to camp this year, but with this whole pandemic going around, we decided it's not a good idea.
Yeah. I'd be arrested if I even tried to leave the house.
Oh my goodness.
I can't decide if it's a good thing knowing that I've still got 2.5 minutes to go or not.
Oh, they've done a big part of it already.
How's the background noise, Jerry?
I think it's pretty good. I've actually turned down your volume while listening on Discord, so I'll take a guess. No, there's not a lot of background noise.
Excellent, that's 2 fans on, so that's why I was asking.
Oh, okay. Do you have a RTX NVIDIA graphics card?
No, well no, because it's maybe one graphics card too old. It was bought for ODZ streaming, but it's a 1050. So it's about 3-4 years old now.
Oh, okay.
But Discord has it.
1050?
Yeah.
You'll be able to put RTX voice on that. So I I've got a 1060 and I've got RTX running.
Yeah, I think
And it takes out all the background noise.
yeah. I don't know if there's enough of a difference between 50 and 60 though. They were different. They were a definite improvement, I think. But I'll have a look. Thing is Discord's running crisp or something, so it seems to do a pretty good job.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Discord does a good job. But as soon as so your stream doesn't have that advantage of having to use crisp.
Oh my word.
So Nick says his wife's laptop has a 1050 and RTX works on that, so
Alright, okay.
you'll be fine. You can try that. And you can turn off crisp.
Yeah.
Don't do it now.
No, I'm not gonna.
That's something you can play around in the week with.
So mate, I can hardly think already. If you hadn't talked me through
That's my usual thing.
the logins, like bit by bit, I wouldn't have had a Scooby.
You would have done it. We wrote it a good manual.
Yeah, I guess. Does make a difference though. I'm a bit worried that the recovery interval doesn't feel like a recovery interval. I was going to do 9 hammers tomorrow, so that I had 2 weekend days to get 2 stages done. There's no way. I know that I just need to do 15 minutes of a spin tomorrow just to waken the legs up, but there's no way 9 hammers is happening tomorrow.
Yeah, that's a hard one.
This will be my 6th one this year. 3 in January, 2 in February already. I do it deliberately because it's too hard. So it just forces me to work as hard.
9 hammers?
Yeah. I start the week with it. I've been starting the week with it a few times, and then, but not in a rest week, obviously. And it murders me at the start of the week, and then I just kind of, it's like a slightly downward spiral for the rest of the week. Rest, start again. But Monday will be the last 9 hammers this month.
I haven't done that one, so I don't know how hard that is. But it sounds pretty hard.
Well, there's a lot in the whole 4DP full frontal testing that well, this might sound a bit strange. The full frontal takes a lot of practice. Every time you do it, you think you've worked the absolute hardest, but after a year of doing them, I don't think you've got. You obviously do get. You can get a little bit fitter, but outrage. It's more a maintenance thing. But actually, you just get better at realising that you can actually push harder for that 5 minutes. And then eventually you get to a point where at 4 minutes 50 you're ready to literally fall off the bike, you know, and you get a last 10-second effort in and you just can't move for the next few minutes, and that's full frontal at its best. And if you end up with your full frontal at the stage where you can't move at the end of the 5 minute one, then it'll bring down your 20-minute effort appropriately, because that's how the test is designed. But things like 9 hammers then become as hard as they can be, because you've got your 5 minute number set to its maximum. And I think it's really hard. It was really hard for me for the first year, trying to find out.
Oh, yes, that makes sense.
Yeah, see, the risk is that everybody, I've seen this in people's numbers for a few years. The first few times people do full frontal, everybody thinks that their VO2 is rubbish. Well, it's not. It's usually because people haven't worked out yet how hard they can go. And once people do that, the yellow block comes up and the blue block goes down, because you're supposed to have taken all of that VO2 out your system so that the 20 minute is based purely on oxygen. But hey, at the end of the day, it's all a bit of fun, right?
Oh yes, and then your workouts are based on your 5 minutes, not a percentage of your 20.
That's correct, and that's what makes the biggest difference. So a good example is if you can complete 9 hammers, then now there's a lot of arguments for and against this, but if you've got your map set right in the test, then 9 hammers is almost not completable, is the theory. So I've only completed 9 hammers twice, and both times when I've tested the next time, my numbers have gone up. And the times I have completed it, I've been.
Update your numbers if you do normal workouts, or only during the test.
Only from the test, because you don't know how. Once you're in a training plan, or you're riding 3 or 4 times a week, or some people do 5, 6, 7.
Okay.
You don't know that you just happen to be fresh that day or not. So the general idea is wait until you're going to have a proper rest week, where you do a prep week as if you were doing an FTP test in our normal thing, and then hit it hard as you can, and a full frontal where it's possible to fuck up the full frontal, frankly, and you get 4 minutes through the 5 minutes and you might have overcooked it and you die, but hey, it's just a workout, then you just finish it anyway, just don't use the numbers, but it teaches you how hard you can go.
Right.
Every time I think I can't possibly go harder, I find a few more watts, and actually you can hang on for the last 2 minutes. It's not very pretty sometimes.
That's right.
I am going to seriously struggle to do 25 minutes of this. My goodness.
Oh yeah. It's going to be a fun 25 minutes. Looks like you've got a nice set of snacks there.
I've got buckets of them, man. I got a box of Scratch for the week. And a box of these blocks things, Cliff blocks.
Oh yes.
I've got a box of these as well.
Oh, that is good.
What I don't have is the things that kept me alive on the ODZ annual camp 2 years ago. And it was amazing. Day 2 I was already goosed, and you've got 7 days of that stuff to do, so we would be stopping at garages to get water and stuff, and you've got these tiny little plastic bottles that are effectively, they're just caffeine drinks, I guess, but they're like concentrated stuff. I doubt they're good for you, but
oh yes.
I was shoving, once I worked out that they seemed to help, I was shoving one of them down at halfway for the rest of the week. There's one a day, and it would just help me get home behind Justin. And then we'd get home, and then he'd go and do another 25 miles with Lynn at 4 watts a kilogram.
Yeah. Holding on to Justin is a different idea of fun.
Oh, totally. I remember day 1. It's one of the best weeks I've ever had, actually. But I remember day 1 of that, and needed to stop for a nature break. So Justin, being one of the organisers, is kind enough to stop. Michelle stopped as well, and that put us, way behind the peloton. And I got what I wanted out of that, because I was hoping when I went out there I'd get some work at my limit. And honestly, Justin in front, Michelle behind, stronger than me, and me number 3. And it was still me at the back saying, just ease off a bit, despite being number 3. And then found the pace that I could just hang on to.
Wow.
And so it's great when you've got friends like that. Then you're just
Yes.
smashing along at your limit.
Yes.
But because you've got 2 people in front of you, I mean, the pace was mental.
Oh, that sounds like so much fun.
Yeah, it was good.
Is that workout about the zone 2, zone 3 workout, or is it
The one-
mostly 3 and
The one I'm doing just now, if you're doing it 100%, it's probably,
the one you're doing right now?
yeah, it's probably quite far through zone 3, but it shouldn't be for me. So I'm at the top of zone 2 doing this.
Okay.
because I'm running it low. And I'm sure there are times that I can do this properly, but those times are not today.
Tomorrow morning's gonna be fun.
Oh, totally.
Joyride is right after that.
Well, Joyride's another one where if you've got your map settings right, you should find that pretty tough. But it's only for a maximum of 3 minutes at a time.
Oh, thanks for that, Hugh.
It's one of the good workouts. It's one of the newer ones. So, a bit more of a modern take on stuff.
Look, I'm not gonna do this workout faster.
Oh, that's the first bag of scratch finished.
Little scratch shoes.
Yeah. Did a couple of hours of endurance before 10 o'clock as well. So that empties the legs of glycogen. Before starting this nonsense. Still like to replicate what I normally do on a Saturday, which is get 3 or 4 hours in. And that's the other reason I'll give tomorrow a miss. I don't normally do much on Sundays. I can do that. That better?
There we go. Yeah. That's probably the hardest thing, is trying to get all your own sound levels right.
Yeah, because the Yeti says it's picking stuff up now as well.
Yeah, I think I'm hearing an echo on my voice. But it's not bad.
It shouldn't happen just because I put desktop audio up. But reposition the mic a little bit.
Yeah. Maybe it's just picking up the... I think RTX will fix that.
So just turn the Yeti down a little bit.
It's already better with the mic position.
Cool. I tell you what, once you advertise yourself on a live stream, you can't stop, right? Because right just now I'd rather stop.
Yeah, I think that's what's happening. And that's why the movement of the mic worked.
Yeah, there's somebody. Where's Andy Lawson? Andy Lawson says you can't hear me in the stream now.
So many things.
Yeah, I'll get headphones into the next one. It does simplify that problem. So now, just put the microphone back up a little bit and see if Andy can hear me.
There we go, I just heard you.
Awesome. Still got 9 minutes of this. Nine minutes before the non-rest period.
And it's got a thin little yellow line there as well.
It does. Like, I'll give that a bit of a kick, just for a laugh. One good thing about this workout, if you're not doing it at 100, even though it's exhausting, depending on what you've done before it, you should still have something left in the aerobics, because there's nothing much left in my thighs. No matter how much I try and convince my quads, my glutes to do stuff.
Okay, Martin, have a good ride.
Yeah, thanks mate. Thanks for joining in. It makes a
Having
difference.
an easy day today. Glad we got it sorted.
Cheers, Jenny.
Fourth wheel in that white jersey and black helmet. And now on the wheel of John Degenkolb, who has moved into second position. Very tough sector. And the alarm bells ringing in the field, chasing Philippe Gilbert. His advantage closing in on 20 seconds after sector number 14 of Cobble.
Oh man.
Gilbert flying across the cobble, 50 Ks to go.
So we're heading
38 minutes left
kilometers from the finish.
of stage one
Most popular bike riders,
of the Tour of Sufferlandria,
is alone in front.
hosted by Team ODZ
Where the race could completely
on Twitch,
explode now.
Facebook and on YouTube.
These boys are coming now. He must be, and it might make common sense to just hang on for a moment longer before going again. The torn shorts of Wout van Aert, having fallen so many times today, has got back and caught the leaders again. He's had a remarkable performance.
Everybody's moving in the back room. We're waiting for the sun to rise.
Philippe Gilbert is just about holding them off at the moment. 49 kilometers still to ride. Gilbert on his radio there. He'll know there's a little group coming up, including Peter Sagan. Mark Serro has got in there too. Central Mark. Niels Pollitt went back from Gilbert. He's number 51. He's going back to his side. Slowly but surely at the moment.
Everybody's moving in the back room. We're waiting for the sun to rise. We move a little closer in the back room. Feeling deeper because we know it's our time. Everybody's moving in the back room. We're waiting for the sun.
Thanks, Andy. It doesn't feel like that.
Erasure. That's it. Facial. Everybody's moving in the back room. We're waiting for the sun to rise. We move a little closer in the back room. Feeling deeper because we know it's our time.
We're heading now towards Sector 7 at Seestranger-Bourgel. It's 1.3 kilometers. These boys are locked in at just under 1 minute. So the chase behind, which is being done totally by staying at Van der Berg, is holding them just now. This is Niels Pollitt, gone back for a bottle. Oh, a little bit of food. Looks like a cake as well. He's not expecting rain today, surely.
That was some liquid nutrition by their equipment provider, and those little blue packets, easy to open and pour down your mouth as quickly as you can, and breathing as hard as these guys must be and have been doing so for so long. But one last bit of energy for Pollitt there could be critical.
So I did
Starting to run out
2 of the big gear
200
workouts
into this race.
in the Novid series. First between 8 and 10. Joyride it
That happened.
about 20 past 10ish, and then this. The idea was to still make it a standard Saturday for me. So that usually means about 8 to 12 roughly. But with the stage not opening until 10, just had to wait for that to start. So yeah, Joyride's done. This is all starting to get a bit uncomfortable.
Everybody's moving in the back room. We're waiting for the sun to rise. We move a little closer in the back room.
Anybody got a good technique for making their glutes work?
Everybody's moving in the back room. We're waiting for the sun to rise. We move it up. Erasure. That's it. Facial. Everybody's moving in the back room.
Ah well,
the sun to rise. We move a little closer in the back room,
I'm strangely looking forward
'cause we know it's not
to that AC sprint at the end of this.
everybody's moving in the back room. We're waiting for the sun to rise. We moved it up. Erasure. That's it.
That race on Thursday, you guys did that for whatever 40 odd minutes. I know there's different capabilities and all, but I don't think I've recovered from setting new 8, 10 and probably 17-minute PRs. It's just that none of the software tells you about your 17-minute numbers. Woke up on Friday and thought, oh, definitely did something on Thursday night. Alright, here's hoping all these snacks have helped. Classic Sufferfest. The last one isn't 25 minutes. It was fun, Andy, yeah. I think I somehow need to be more efficient in races. I seem to be at higher watts per kilogram than I should be. But that's hard to do when you're at your limit. Trying to work out what's what. Thought I was doing a fairly good job of being in the draft. That's why I don't use the Tron bike, so that I can see them setting up. Yeah, in real life, sitting behind some of my mates who are just bigger and a lot stronger than I am, it makes a huge difference. And when I said that, you're doing over 4 point whatever at times, so the reality is I can only get so much out of that. Owen did an amazing job. Well, in fact, I was about to say so did Brett, but then I realised actually everybody did. A couple of you at the front doing masters of towing. Yeah, I think that's it. Oh, man. Treacle feeling now.
How far are you into the stage, Martin?
What was that?
How far are you into your stage?
I've got 20 minutes to go in total. Nearly done. But it feels like I was done an hour ago.
Morning, Doug.
And I'm definitely leaving Nine Hammers until Monday.
Hey, Andy. Guessing my audio must be coming through on the live stream. Andy just commented there.
It's been a war of attrition.
My Discord is going on to the live stream, I think.
Right, yeah. Yep.
So
Over the rest, and the rest are about 50
I can move myself somewhere else if you want.
in less than that 1 minute. A situation we've had for many, many kilometers now.
Whatever works best. We'll be, we're doing a ride here starting in 2 minutes. So we may be chattering more than you want to hear during the last 20 minutes of your suffering.
Hey, chat's good.
Okay.
Then you come to the right place.
Yeah.
So for anybody watching on the live stream, we've got Justin, Doug, and Ufe on Discord as well. About to hit off on another ride somewhere.
We're doing Octobahn.
Oh man, that's a climb.
Right?
I feel like I've climbed it 5 times already. But I haven't. Just feels like it.
Okay.
Pile the pressure on, and there's, I think, no firepower left.
Oh man.
You are chasing.
Van Aert, an incredibly gallant ride by Van Aert. A few kilometers too long for Van Aert today.
If there's one thing we've learned about this young man, Wout van Aert, it is the fact he's tenacious. These are the 3 leaders. Philippe Gilbert, his vast experience in one-day cobbles, takes them on to segment number 5.
Morning, Boyko. Yes, an aero helmet, just that I need for this 20-minute long plus climb.
Now save it for the downhill.
Right? Nice. Hey there, Chris. I wonder where Eric is. Supposedly he's writing. He's usually in here.
Oh no. If Eric arrives, it'll be his turn to give me abuse.
He's not somewhere. It says he's in Innsbruck.
Yeah, so either he or his emulator are awake.
He's just behind us here.
I meant in Discord.
He's in. He's with us.
He's just not in Discord.
Oh, not in Discord.
saying.
Yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. Soon that soothing voice will come in.
Morning, boys.
Okay.
Hey,
Together.
Reese.
Let's see if he makes
Thanks,
it.
Andy.
The Kingmaker section of Cop
Thanks,
Morning,
Pierre.
boys.
the difference between winning and losing.
There it is.
There it is.
I rolled out of bed, Eric.
Banana guy.
Peter Sagan and Seth Van Mark.
Fucking having banana guy for
A
breakfast.
little late.
Martin.
Yeah, Martin's finishing his second half of stage 1 today.
Nice.
Yep. Yep. 4 hours and 7 minutes so far.
Nicely done. Sharice just went backwards.
Dang it.
Power drop.
Trying to close the gap.
I'm so sick of these.
Maybe a little bit too late.
Better get it solved before camp. Boy, go. Okay, I gotta go.
And here comes the run.
Guys, I gotta go now. This is for the climb.
And the boy in black won't chase him. They're on the same team. Sagan has gone after him. So too Seth Van Mark locks onto the wheel of the man who won this race.
There you go. That's very tough.
This is chance to win.
Is your power back on?
Yeah.
Reese?
Yeah. Taylor's back here. Taylor Dane.
We can, I'm sure we can ease into this climb while you guys catch us slowly.
Yeah, I'll get there.
Tiff just said this climb's bitchy.
It's a P, not a B.
Oh. Contacts. Good morning. Wait, I thought this thing was Toby's idea. Where the heck's Toby?
Totally, man. He said he's in his new house and he has no Wi-Fi.
Nice excuse.
So they asked for help to move in on the 20th. So I'm confused.
Thanks, Andy.
Yeah.
The man who, look at his face, the man in second place. He is determined to go to the finish today. Well, there's the face. Is it a beaten face?
Yeah, this is a nice warm up.
Something like that.
Something like that. Sheesh.
Is that a warm up at 4.0, Eric?
Well,
It's not that bad.
it's just a hair under that. Yeah. Next lap will probably be that.
What time is it with you?
5:30.
Holy moly.
Yeah, I don't know what our problem is.
I can help with that. But not in a live stream. 5:30, man. Next thing you'll be doing 24-hour races.
Just following the
Do
footsteps
you drop
of the
Taylor
master.
Reese?
I think he started it and then like stopped right after I met with him. So
Disappeared.
yeah, he must be having issues too. That warmed me right up.
It's really today.
Aiden wants to sprint, huh?
We're gonna do a sprint on the leg snapper later.
Go ahead and sprint anytime you want, Shane.
Ready, set, go. Ugh.
I don't see Taylor's back.
13%? Of course, this thing's got to start on the backside, the steeper side, too, huh?
Yep. Don't worry, we'll be going up the other side soon enough.
This is the greatest one-day race in the world. They're going to hit that stadium track and they are going to be roared onto it, and they go a lap and a half around it. One of them's going to lose, one of them's going to win, and for either of them, it will probably be rated as one of the biggest
Morning, boys.
of their career.
So,
Good morning.
Filing a protest.
Eric's filing a protest.
If
Kind of early.
this was Toby's idea, where the crap's Toby?
Last night he texted Dawn and I and said he was going to drive back to the casita near Table Rock where they've been living,
Yeah.
so we could Zwift in the morning. Sounds like, why wouldn't you just go get your bike now? But they don't have Wi-Fi
Yeah.
in the new house.
He's got a
So that
phone.
didn't happen.
Swift doesn't take that much data.
Yeah, I have hotspotted it before.
Yeah, it's actually not bad. It's way
Honestly.
lighter than like streaming video or anything. Yeah.
Just among good friends, he's not himself. I mean, he
Feeling
wanted
it.
to ride, but I can tell that he's like,
Yeah.
oh, my life is in shambles.
Really?
Yeah.
So,
It's been a rough winter in a 600 square foot room. Half
Yeah.
of it with
Martin
20
is
puppies.
streaming, by the way.
Oh. Take our
Just
group
between
support
me and you
elsewhere.
and the interwebs.
Martin just died.
Seriously.
You got this, Martin. You done? You got the final sprint?
I have this open wound I want to tell everyone about while we're broadcasting.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Fill us
Tea tree
in.
oil.
How long do we have late start? How long do we have it
4
on?
minutes.
It's
It's 30 minutes.
it's
It's
always a
just
half
built
hour.
in.
Yeah, we
Okay.
don't have it
Yeah.
setting.
I'm another power drop. I'm
Looks
gonna
like-
do something about this.
Looks like Taylor joined. Late joined, just hopped on too.
Yeah, it's nice they fixed that.
Yeah. Well, I think it still depends on like the route or what you're actually riding.
Wait, so
That's
we
it.
can like lay joint at the top of the climb, you're saying?
Yeah, but now.
Yeah. Well, Don says he's in the meetup, but I don't see him. Do you guys see him?
I didn't see him.
He's
Nope.
not on my
Sounds
rider
like
list
Don.
anywhere.
Isn't this what he does every week?
What?
Isn't this what he does every week? I don't think I've ever seen Don in the meetup.
He says he's ahead of X and Panza, but I don't see him. It's weird.
Must have quit the meetup.
Huh. Huh.
Here's your rider list, Green. Weird.
Yeah, I don't see him. I see X on the front.
He's lying. Full of it.
I guess it's okay.
Justin, are you going to take over the live stream when I'm finished in 2 minutes?
Maybe. We'll see. Yeah, I might. I can.
So I want to hear how fun that 40P was yesterday. So fun.
That was great to watch.
Didn't you do it, Justin?
Nope.
We're going to camp.
We do 70p at camp.
Yep, we do all P's and the D's.
All the cacti, all the lakes, all
Yep.
the highways. See how pitchy this little sucker is?
Yeah, it is
14.
bitchy.
Eric read your message with a B, by the way. Earlier.
Might as well. Ornery old sucker. Yeah, I did this a few weeks ago with Mead Woolley. Like 15. No.
And you still
You're
chose it as
invisible.
the route.
Again, Toby. He's like, please let's do that triple octagon. It'd be so cool.
If you only set it as a double.
Well, I had it as a triple. And then Toby was like,
And then nobody signed up.
well, we had like 8 people signed up 2 days in. I'm like, we're not getting a lot of takers on that, Toby. He's like, to be honest, I'm a little sick still, and I don't know if I can do 3. So, I don't know. So let's make it, he's like, let's make it 2 and see how we feel. I'm like, okay.
Nice.
So we backed it down to 2, had 30 people sign up and 6 show up.
Yep.
Seriously. A lot of people didn't show today. It's our biggest no-show
They
day.
got
I think.
15 minutes.
Yeah.
14. Maybe we'll be at the top by then.
Well, I
There
think that
might
was
be.
the first stream of the Tour of Sufferlandria. That's me done.
Nice work,
job.
Martin.
Good work.
Oh yeah, 205 more at the bottom.
Well, it was actually nice work from
Well,
Jerry,
Tiffany's
who sorted it out for me.
Tiffany's signed up. So Tiffany's got to do the first tour stage after this.
Brilliant.
Yeah, we'll see.
Be riding till lunch.
No big deal. Put my weight at 40 pounds and hammer it out.
That's what it is
There you
anyway.
go.
Russ doesn't care about your weight.
True. Just give me some watts.
It's got
Show
the
me the money.
40p data locked in now. It knows what to do.
Shoot. What was I thinking?
Right, that's me going to sign this thing off once I work out how to.
All right, see you, Martin.
I'm
See
going to
ya.
I'll stay on Discord. I just need to log off OBS so that it stops streaming.
Oh.